like it don't matter, yo. Hey, hey, Blakberry talk. Yeah, we up, know we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Braves swinging, Hawks fly, Falcons run it back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts. City behind me, we never gon' fall off. Talking that smoke, got to play like a call off. Falcons in motion, they running that route. Austin transition, we running them out. Rims in the post, yeah, they swinging for real. If you ain't tapped in, then you miss a field. Blakberry got them tuned in on the daily. Everything real, we ain't talking fugazi. Numbers on live, check stats, it's amazing. We calling plays like we work for the Navy. Blakberry talk, yeah, we up, no, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Swinging, Hawks fly, Falcons run it back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts. Like, I've been on top of the wave. We talk sports like you part of the game. Know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta explain. I'm in the booth and I'm calling the plays. Never no bias, we talking about wins. Blakberry popping, they tuning again. Straight from the A, so you know what it is. If it's a tape, let me stand on it big. Falcons need rings, we know that it's coming. Hawks on the rise, you know how they grilling. Brace in the home, we popping the bottles. ATL up, yeah, we eating the column. Blakberry talk, yeah, we up, yo, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Braves swinging, Hawks fly, Falcons run it back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts. Like it don't matter, yo.
It's almost time for y'all stay tuned.
Yeah, we up, know we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Braves swinging, Hawks fly, Falcons run it back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts. City behind me, we never gon' fall off. Talking that smoke, got to play like a call off. Falcons in motion, they running that route. Austin transition, we running them out. Rims in the post, yeah, they swinging for real. If you ain't tapped in, then you miss a field. Blakberry got them tuned in on the daily. Everything real, we ain't talking fugazi. Numbers on live, check stats, it's amazing. We calling plays like we work for the Navy. Blakberry talk, yeah, we up, no, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Swinging, Hawks fly, Falcons run it back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts. Like, I've been on top of the wave. We talk sports like you part of the game. Know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta explain. I'm in the booth and I'm calling the plays. Never no bias, we talking about wins. Blakberry popping, they tuning again. Straight from the A, so you know what it is. If it's a tape, let me stand on it big. Falcons need rings, we know that it's coming. Hawks on the rise, you know how they grilling. Brace in the home, we popping the bottles. ATL up, yeah, we eating the column. Blakberry talk, yeah, we up, yo, we locked in. ATL, we run the game, check the top 10. Braves swinging, Hawks fly, Falcons run it back. Every play, every take, yeah, we speaking facts.
What's happening, home team? This your boy Blakberry Rex. Y'all know what time it is. It's Thursday, which could only mean one thing and one thing only. It's time for the Rex pit. Fuck that shit. I'm going on camera. Fuck that shit. If you're new to the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit all them buttons, and let's make it do what it do on a Thursday night. Want to appreciate everybody that done came through. Let's go ahead and holler at the lawyer compadres and compadres. We got old Chicken Hauler, #1 in the chat. What's going on with your old Chicken Hauler? He say, it ain't the pickup, it's the big truck. That's what old Chicken Hauler say. What's up with your old Chicken Hauler? We got Jonte Rozier in the building. He say, what's going on, Blakberry? What's up with you, Jonte Rozier? We got Larry in the building. What's going on with you, Larry? He say, what it do, home team? Yes, sir. Georgia, Texas boy in the building. What's going on with you, Georgia, Texas boy? Currently not of Georgia or Texas, but he is somewhere in the motherland. Somewhere. The motherland is all the land. He in all the land. He's somewhere in the land. We know where he at, but we ain't gonna tell y'all where he at. Dre Murphy, the one and only. What's up with the Dre Murphy, the one and only. We got Really 1090 in the building. He say home team. What's going on with your Really 1090? And we got Mucho Grande. He say the Grande con mucho. It's mucho grande. It's mucho grande in the motherfucking building. You hear where they sit? Did you hear where they sit? It's mucho grande in the motherfucking building, motherfucker. And we got Cody Caleb in the house. He say, yo, what's happening with you, Cody Caleb? Hey, man, appreciate everybody that done came through so far. Y'all make sure y'all do your boy solid. Do your boy solid right now, all 14 of you. Hit that share button right now. Share this to your Facebook, your X, your Instagram, whatever you see fit. Just hit that share button for your boy. Let's get this out to the world, man. Let's get some more people to join the festivities. Got Southside 12 in the building. What's up with you, Southside? Hey, man. So this the thing. Today is supposed to be Atlanta Falcons trade scenarios part 2. That's what the title say, right? Well, your boy Blakberry thinking. I'm thinking. I know something. That a lot of y'all want the answer to. I know the answer. But before I give you the answer, and before I let you know what I'm talking about, I want y'all to think about something. The 14 that's in here. If you've been paying attention to your boy Blakberry, we know what happened with me, right? But your boy got monetized last year. Probably that lasted all about a good month, maybe. Probably not even that long. And then YouTube, all they little geek monster bugs went in my shit and tried to find a way to get rid of your boy off YouTube. So, I'm rebuilding the channel, right? Well, and I'm gonna get my channel back, by the way. But I know it's a lot of eyes not on your boy Blakberry. And I know a lot of the conversations that I've had. I know a lot of conversations that we've had with one another. Myself, my fan base, the people that's tough with your boy, that's tight with your boy, the people that's been rocking it with your boy since I started doing this thing in the sleeper of my truck, some 4 years ago now. For those of you that's been keeping up with boy, that been paying attention, see, I tend to tell you all shit ahead of time because I'm very good at knowing football. I will tell a motherfucker straight up all day. I am not a football history buff. I don't know people's names hardly. Sometimes I got to remember my kids' names. I'm not good with names. Y'all know this about me by now. If you've been paying attention to me over the years, I'm terrible with names. I don't know a lot of history with the NFL. I've told my story. I didn't start paying attention to football. Even when I was playing football, I didn't really start paying attention to football for real until I was an adult. I was a grown man. And when I'm talking about paying attention, I'm talking about who is who. What happened on this day? What happened on this year? Who hold these stats? Who got these records? I didn't start paying football that much attention. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Your boy Blakberry, I was a bit of an airhead. I was a bit of an airhead. I was. I was a bit of an airhead, right? All I wanted to do was play football, look good for bitches, you know, get bitches play football. That's all I wanted to do. Get bitches play football. And I thought playing football was gonna give me lots of bitches. It got me some bitches. But that's what I thought football was gonna do for you, boy. That's all I cared about with football. If I would have been more focused, I would have been able to utilize my talents to a broader spectrum, right? I know this. I could have been great. I could be right now. I could be NFL. I could be an NFL legend right now. That's how good I was. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Boy, Blakberry was shit. I was pretty goddamn good. But my head was in the clouds. Wasn't focused. So I tend to say shit sometimes and it gets overlooked. Y'all hold on. That's my wife. It's her birthday. That's my wife. It's her birthday. Y'all hold on a minute. Yes, Georgia, Texas, boy, I was muted because I was speaking to my wife. But back to what I was saying. I tend to tell y'all things ahead of time because I know football. I have a very high IQ for the game. Okay. I know ain't nobody paying your boy no attention, but I've been telling y'all motherfuckers some shit for quite some time. I've been saying this shit since the season, this past season. Okay, after the bye week. Before we get to that, now see, this is what I want. This is what I want, right? I'm gonna acknowledge something right now. Before I started this stream, I finished watching the Sixth Man K Styles stream. Before I started this stream, I was watching Six Man K Styles stream. And they are asking a question on there that some of y'all motherfuckers that's in my goddamn chat right now supposed to know the answer to, because I've been telling y'all motherfuckers this shit for quite some damn time. And I'm very disappointed in Georgia, Texas, boy. I'm very disappointed in Southside 12. And Dre Murphy, you know I'm disappointed in you, motherfucker. I'm so disappointed. I'm disappointed in you motherfuckers. And I'm going to tell you why. Because they asking the question, what happened with the defense after the bye week when the defense started getting sacks. I done went back and showed y'all motherfuckers video. I done went back and showed y'all motherfuckers. I done did goddamn short film for y'all back when. I done showed y'all motherfuckers so many damn times. The when, where, why, and how, all this shit. I done told y'all, I showed y'all niggas this shit. First of all, they asking the question, did the players go rogue and start doing their own thing, and that's why they started getting sacks? Well, I'm going to go ahead and diffuse that shit now. I told y'all many times to go back and watch the post game. I can't remember which game it was. Let me think. I'll pull it up. Jimmy Lake credited Raheem Morris in a post game. Matter of fact, it wasn't even a post game. It was one of the press conferences during the week leading up to a game. He credited Raheem Morris for being more hands-on with the pass rush scheme and why we were seeing a difference in the pass rush success. Jimmy Lake accredited Raheem Morris for that. I done told y'all this time and time again because I told y'all that was the ticket that he wrote about this motherfucker. I told y'all, y'all seen it. Y'all seen that Jimmy Lake interview. He credited Raheem Morris for the shit. It ain't just Raheem Morris taking the damn credit. The players and Jimmy Lake gave him the damn credit first. All he did was affirm, yes, I've been more hands-on on both sides of the ball. Is that saying much? Maybe not. Because we still didn't see results that we would want to see. Except on offense, things looked a little bit more efficient. But on the defensive side of the ball, yeah, you saw more sacks. I told y'all this. We saw more sacks, but that's when we started giving up the big plays. I want y'all to hear something. And I hope y'all can hear this. Y'all should be able to hear this. What it was I might have been watching it on the laptop. Hold on, let me see where it's at. Yeah, Jonte Rozier. After the DB start play up close on the wide receiver, look this. Okay, so I'm not a mind reader. I can't read minds. I can't pretend like I know that somebody's telling a lie on camera that I don't know from Adam. If Jimmy Lake saying Raheem Morris, if he's crediting him for the adjustments to the pass rush scheme, if he's crediting him for that, I can't call the man a liar. He giving another man credit for something who he's supposed to be sort of speak in charge of. He's supposed to be over it. He's supposed to be in command of it. He gave that credit to Raheem Morris. Let's get something straight here. For all my defensive backs, I seen Madness in here earlier. What's up with your Madness? I seen Madness in here earlier. Madness is a DB. Madness played safety. Lock, he a DB. He played safety and linebacker. Most coaches, they let DBs determine how to play a receiver based off of what they look at on film. Based off of what a team usually does with a receiver, how they scheme up for them to get open, depending on how they line up on the line, depending on the formation, and depending on the receiver itself, on their skills and their abilities. All of these things determine how a DB is going to play a receiver. How they gonna line up on a receiver? Are you gonna cover his inside shoulder or his outside shoulder? Are you gonna try to turn him towards the sideline, or are you gonna try to make him go back inside? Are you gonna try to? What are you gonna do pre-snap? What are you gonna do once the ball is snapped? All of these things are determined when a DB is determining how to cover a receiver. So a coach trying to tell a DB what to do 100% of the time is very unlikely, because only the DB can come to the sideline and tell. Every time a player goes back to the sideline, the position coach is gonna say what they doing, what you seeing, what they doing out there. Every coach does that. Every position coach does that. The running backs coach, wide receiver coach, DB coach, tight end coach. Every position coach, when you come over to that sideline, they're gonna ask you, what do you see out there? Just like how the offensive coordinator asks the quarterback, what you looking at out there? What you see out there? All coaches do that because they're letting the players determine what's the best possible way to line up across from this motherfucker. We done looked at it on film. Now, this is what we got on the field. Now we going to determine how we line up on this motherfucker, how we going to play this motherfucker. A coach cannot tell a corner how to do that every single time. Now, the simple shit, cover 3, cover 2, cover 4, 0, all of that's just the play call. That's all that is. A DB ain't gonna change the play call. He ain't gonna change what he do in a play call just willy-nilly. That don't make sense. Now there's gonna be a busted coverage somewhere, and somebody not gonna be where they supposed to be, and you're gonna have a busted coverage. Somebody gonna get open on play. What's up with you, Deshaun? This is the shit that got to make sense from people that played the game. When you talking to people that played the fucking game, they can tell you this shit. We not guessing anything. We know already whether or not players get freedom to determine how they're going to line up against a receiver. So let's get this clear. Let's get this straight right now. The two things I want y'all to know before we move on to scenarios or trade scenarios part 2. This is what I want y'all to know. This is what I want y'all to remember. DBs will play inside or outside depending on what they went over in film and what they've discussed with the coach. Whether it's the DB coach and the defensive coordinator or just the defensive coordinator. They go over that with the coach. So they work together. Now, if a coach do have to step in and say, okay, well, that's not working. Stop lining up on his outside shoulder. He clearly he too fast for you. He burning you on the sideline. We need to give you more leverage on the sideline. That's what I liked about Brian Branch when we were scouting him, was meaning me and the AFN crew. When we were scouting Brian Branch, or when I was scouting Brian Branch, because they weren't scouting. But that's what I liked about him. He takes the sideline away. He's real good at, no matter how fast the guy is on the outside or the inside, he going to keep them towards the sideline, and he going to take away the short field. That's what he does great. That's why he's so successful. But guys like him, of course you're gonna if a coach try to make him unlearn something that he's been doing that got him where he is now. That's not a good coach. A coach don't do that. Coaches don't do that shit. You have to let DBs determine, engage how they gonna line up on a receiver. It's not when they say they get the freedom. When Jalen Ramsey say he get Raheem give you the freedom to cover how you want to, he's talking about literally how you cover. See, this is DB talk. This is DB talk. How you cover a receiver at the line of scrimmage. That's what he's talking about. Madness, if you're still in the chat, give me some affirmation here. If I'm lying, I'm flying. That's DB talk. How you gonna cover this guy? It ain't about what coverage you're gonna be in. As in the game, as in the play call, it's how you gonna cover him at the line of scrimmage. Now, if he's playing off, if a guy wants to play off and the coach is giving him the freedom to do that, which I'm going to tell y'all straight up, most coaches, when it comes to playing off or how far off of the line of scrimmage you play, most coaches aren't going to let you decide how you do that. Now, let me tell you something that's rare in football, is a press corner who's consistent at being a press corner. That's a rarity in football. Most DBs, most corners are not press corners. The reason why AJ Terrell is being overlooked as one of the best corners in football is simply because of how good he is in press coverage. That's why he should be in the top 5 discussion in corners, because some of the corners that people got in the top 5 aren't good press corners. Sauce Gardner isn't a good press corner. Sauce Gardner he's real good at first of all, the boy got real good catch-up speed. He got real good catch-up speed, and he's real smart. So he's real good at determining what they finna do on the play. So he does a lot of gambling, and it works for him. Nobody taking that away from him. But most corners are not really good, consistent press corners. So most coaches not going to let you just play up in press all the time. Most coaches going to tell you, hey, 4 to 6 yards off the ball. 7 yards and more, to me, it's egregious unless you're in a prevent defense. You're in a prevent defense, I'm all for it. But I think 4 to 6 yards off the ball is ideal. There go Madness. Madness say, let the DB communicate with me, and as a safety, I got you. See? This is defense talk right here, right now. And I know, Madness, I know you at work, boy, but I sure love to have you on a show like this one. Because this defense talk. When defensive players talking amongst one another, we know defensive talk. We know when a DB say how he covers somebody, he ain't talking about the coverage. He talking about literally the literal covering at the line across from that other guy. That's what he talking about. So that's that. So remember that. I want y'all to remember that. And I want y'all to remember that Jimmy Lake went on camera and credited Raheem Morris for the adjustments in the pass rush scheme and credited that success to Raheem Morris. So now that we got that out the way, now we can get to the rest of the show. NFL Atlanta Falcons trade scenarios part 2. So last week, what you say, Jordan Tedwell say, nah, really? What you say? Nah, really, I would put Ramsey at nickelback. Damn, man, I want to go back and watch that game. I need to restart my damn NFL Plus account now. So I want to say that game we played the Rams a couple seasons ago. I want to say the game where Ramsey had that interception um in the end zone on us, and it kind of like took away any chance that we had of coming back. I think that was a game winning drive we was on, I believe. I believe he was playing safety in that game. I could be wrong. But I'm just trying to figure out how the fuck he was able to square up in the middle of the damn field, in the middle of the end zone, and get that pick if he wasn't playing safety. See, I got to go back and watch. But I believe he was playing safety in that game. As far as putting him at nickelback, nah. The reason why you don't want Jalen at nickelback is because he don't got the catch-up speed that a nickelback need to have to close on the ball in the short field. See, nickelbacks have to be very good at taking the short field away. That's why your boy Brian Branch is so good in that's why he's so good in Detroit. What did he say? What did he say? He say, I know, but Hughes can't play inside unless Hughes become dime corner. Nah, Hughes he not that good inside. Then he said, then that's great deal. Southside said Blakberry to play where Brian Edwards fell and Ramsey jumped over. Yeah, that play. Yeah. Did he fall? I don't think that's some big fall. I just think he didn't hardly fucking jump. I just think he didn't hardly fucking jump. He said, nah, Blakberry Ramsey plays every cornerback spot, including slot. Nah, but I don't want him playing nickelback. He might play it. That don't mean he should. And I think a lot of the times they like his length. So they like his length to be able to get in there with tight ends when tight ends line up in the slot. And he really a mismatch for tight ends because he can match their length. He can match their length, and he's going to be a little bit faster than most of them. But oh shit, I got to left the house with the damn remote. Kids gonna be screaming. Ooh. Daddy, bring back the remote. Shit, that didn't work. Y'all some bitches on your own. Anyway. Yeah. Nah, I don't want to play in Nickelback. Fuck that shit. Especially at this stage of his career. Hey, Blakberry, what's your take on if Ramsey will be a game changer? If what? Oh, if we get him? What's your take on Ramsey will be a game changer if W? Uh hmm. Jalen Ramsey probably at this stage of his career is not a game changer. I'm trying to recall any game changing moments that I can recall him having in Miami. I can't think of any. I watched quite a bit of Miami games, mainly for the drama. But I don't see. No, I don't think he's a game changer anymore. Was he at once upon a time? It maybe like for about 3 years. I'm gonna say maybe for about a 3 year stretch, which is good. Which is good in the NFL. If you're a difference maker, if you're a game changer, an impact player for a solid 3 years in your prime, you done all right for yourself in the NFL. You're not trash. You're not a bust. You're not average. You're above average. So that's an accomplishment. But I wouldn't say he's a game changer. Nah. Madness say Nilka is the hardest position to play. You better be on your shit or you'll look like the off. These days, offenses are moving their X receiver in the slot for matchups, and they're doing it a lot. The only team that's not doing it as much as everybody else, to be honest, is Tampa. Mike Evans is he married to that outside, to being on the outside. And I could be wrong. Maybe I need to go back and look at some more Tampa footage. But from what I remember, Mike Evans don't move inside often. So, but probably like the other 31 teams in the league, including the Falcons, yeah, we all doing that. We all doing that. Everybody doing that. George Chase was exactly Max. Exactly Madness. Light years ahead of Alpha. What Dre Murphy? Dre Murphy say, AKA on the light remote. Yeah, I got the remote, man. My kid's gonna be calling me in a minute. Daddy, we trying to watch Disney Plus. We ain't got no remote. Y'all better download a remote on your cellular device. But let's get into these trade scenarios. Motherfuckers a trip, boy. I swear. Shit, it might get kind of hard for y'all to see me. Y'all see the sun going down. I'm out here on the block. I'm out here on the blizzard. Larry say, you think him playing hybrid nickel safety? I think what you're describing is somebody like Troy Polamalu. Somebody like Adams that was with Seattle. You're describing something like that. I feel like that type of DB, they have to be capable of tracking a receiver and not just the ball. I talked about this a couple weeks ago when they come to that slot corner, that inside corner. Every other DB on that field, and this is what Madden is talking about, why it's the hardest position to play in the DB room. Every other position in the defensive back room, safety, outside corner, as long as you got good ball tracking skills, you can be successful and be consistent out there. But that inside guy, his ball tracking skills got to complement his receiver tracking skills, meaning he got to be able to run drags with some of the fastest guys coming out there receiver. He got to be able to run with them. If he can't, he gonna get exposed and disposed in the NFL. Big Will, what's up with you? Baby?
What's happening?
That my boy.
What's the conversation, man? What's the conversation?
That's my boy. Yo, that's my boy, Big Will. The conversation it's a trade scenario part 2 night, but I think right now we just having a conversation, man, about about defensive backs and how to play the DB positions, how to play outside corner, how to play inside corner, how to play the nickel, how to play safety. I think that's the conversation we having. If I'm not mistaken, chat, is that what? Do that sound like the conversation we have in chat? I think that's the conversation we have right now. I think that's the conversation.
Oh, okay.
So, because the Jalen Rams topic, right? We're talking about Rams and how Miami's shopping him around right now. And just to be clear, I don't think Falcons even going to attempt to get him. Let me make that clear first. Done made way too many moves already as it is in the DB room. everything basically outside of tight ends. in a couple linebackers. Everything outside of that has been defensive back. So I don't think they finna do shit with Rams. I don't even think they're gonna try. Of course, it's on the table because no deal is off the table until you take it off or until a deal is there. So if ain't no deal there anyway, then probably ain't even good. And it don't even make no sense talking about it. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Will. I almost didn't even want to talk about this shit with Ramsey, bro. You know why?
You should have sent a message to every field office. I'm sorry.
What's up?
I'm gonna tell you why I ain't want. I really didn't want to talk about this shit. Because if you've been paying attention, let's see right now, everybody that's watching Falcons content right now is people that's very in tune and in depth with the Falcons. We're not getting the general fan base right now. We getting people that actually pay a fucking attention, which is why I was very disappointed in some of the guys in the chat, and they know who I'm talking about. But I almost didn't want to talk about this shit because it's like, if you know how many DBs we done signed
Did he take a job
over the course of this offseason, and you know that Jalen Ramsey didn't even ask to be traded out of Miami. This is Miami coming up with this. He ain't even asked to be traded. It don't even make no sense to talk about this shit because it ain't gonna happen.
It's a mute. That's what I was gonna say. It's a mute point. Right.
Yeah.
We don't have the draft capital to go get them.
That's one.
And plus, we ain't got the money to pay them when it's time for that contract.
We ain't giving them no $20 million. We ain't doing it. So
we remember the last team they got all the superstar player, right? What happened to them Philadelphia Eagles when they got all the superstar players?
They didn't live up. They didn't
even make the playoff. They didn't even make the playoff, bro. Them folks didn't even have double-digit wins.
But I slick didn't even want to talk about this shit though, because the only reason why I'm talking about it is because I was thinking about Georgia, Texas, boy. I was thinking about Southside 12. I was thinking about Dre Murphy, the one and only. And how disappointed I was that they didn't know how to answer that goddamn question that K-Style was asking on the 6-man combo. Because y'all been watching your boy. That hurt my feelings a little bit that y'all motherfuckers didn't answer that question right. I showed y'all y'all know this. Y'all know the answer to that goddamn question. Come on, man. I was disappointed. I ain't even want to talk about this shit. But I felt like it was necessary. Southside say, he believe Ramsey is still a game changer, especially at the cornerback spot. I don't know, Southside. That's your opinion. But I don't fucking think so. Jonte Rozier said, if we take him, my bad at work trying to tight with gloves on. Oh, because the W thing. Yeah, what kind of gloves you got on, boy? Did you work in a boiler room? You trying to tight with boiler gloves on? George Tesla said, definitely allow Fuller to roam around and smack something. What you think about that? Will you think Fuller is a roamer type? You think he at this stage in his career, are you okay with him roaming?
Well, who roaming though? Ramsey?
Fuller.
Oh, I don't know too much about him right now. I got to see him, man.
Yeah.
It could depend on our defense, dog. If we gonna fit the defense to the player, or we gonna fit the player to the defense? Which one they gonna be?
Right.
That's the point.
Because if what he does, what exactly does Jalen Ramsey do best? I really can't even gauge what his go-to is as a DB.
Well, he a man corner.
Yeah, we hear man guy.
He ain't that zone. He definitely ain't no zone corner.
Yeah. And if you gonna be a roamer, you got to be able to be versatile in that sense. Now we know he can play every corner position, but I don't want him at this stage. I don't want him playing nothing outside of nickel, bro. I got to get to the truck because I got to plug this shit. I got to plug in that laptop. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna come. I got to come in. I got to come in correct. I got to come in correct. See, when you're born on the block, that's what we got to do. This is what we got to do when you're born on the block.
You got a load tonight. You there, bro? Check that Mr. Southside shit right there.
All right, I know what happened.
Check that Mr. Southside shit right there.
What Southside said. What you say? Well, Blakberry starts isn't off the table at 15, so if we draft him full of wouldn't have to roam. That's why you want me to read that shit? Because it's
Huh?
about Malachi Stark.
Nah, he was answering your wrong question. Remember, you asked about the Romans, but I think you were talking about Rams and not. I don't know if you talking about Fuller, weren't you?
Yeah, we were talking about Fuller.
Well, yeah, he would answer your question to that. He was saying if you draft Malachi Stark, you gonna have to roam.
Well, I don't know if I know what I'm finna do. I'm finna go in and Mickey D. I'm finna go in Mickey D. Y'all hang tight right here. Y'all talk some months each other. Let me go in Mickey D's. Come on, get your ass out the way. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Move your ass out the way.
Don't go eat them dead people, bro. Don't go eat them dead people.
Shit. Shit. Them dead people come in handy when you're balling on a budget. Yeah, man.
Look. Jordan Texas boy say, stop eating that nasty shit.
Hey, I'm gonna keep this straight up book with y'all. When you ain't trying to spend that bread, see, they got shit called reward points when you can get free food.
Yeah, they
Man,
throwing out free dead people everywhere.
hell yeah. And I'm gonna eat that shit. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. But I don't eat it a lot
Jordan
though.
Texas boy say who my top four picks at 15 if we don't trade. Well, jeez, first off, Malachi Stark. It's gonna sound like I'm a Georgia boy for a minute, but I'm gonna say
Cause
Michael
he is
Williams,
one.
White Michael Williams, who that your boy that Blackberry like to talk about from Penn State. What his name is? Damn, what his name is? What his name is, Blackberry?
Oh, you talking about Abdul Carter?
Abdul Carter, yeah, and that cornerback from South Carolina, I like him too. But I think like far as a defensive lineman and offensive lineman, I feel we can get that in the second round. We ain't got the rush for that.
Right. Yeah, I thought they had somewhere you could plug your shit up in here. I got to go to the truck. I got to go to the truck.
I don't even think Grant even going in the first round, probably.
Who, Kendall Grant?
Yeah, I don't think he going in the first round. Think he gonna go down. Think he gonna be in the second round. If he go first round, gonna be a late first round pick.
Yeah, you might be right.
When
Cause
the
I
last
think
time
I
we
keep
seen
seeing
him?
him fall.
Yeah, but then again, Jordan Davis went in the first round, so I don't know. I ain't gonna put it past somebody jumping up to get a defensive tackle. I ain't gonna put it past. So
Oh,
Jordan Taylor boy said, "I don't know, big boy can move."
yeah,
What he
Kendall Grant.
ran, Jordan Taylor boy? What he ran? He had a lot of help in the Texas defense though too, so he ain't had to deal with a lot. Dog.
That do make a big difference. That make a big difference.
He said, "Yeah, athletic BJ Rising." Well, the thing that be a problem for like stars that were stars in college and became like to the NFL is the money thing. How is the money gonna do him? That's the question. How the money gonna do? How he gonna do
What
with the
you
bread?
what, what you mean? How the money gonna do with him? What
Because
you
money
mean?
mess up a lot of these folks. Like a lot of these folks that don't make it in the NFL that were stars in college, it be the money that mess them up. The situation they're around.
Yeah, but
So
these days,
that's the
these young boys, they getting paid already. They got these NIL deals.
yeah. And a lot of
He
these
done
niggas
got
get in
used to having
trouble
the
in
money by
college
now.
too. A lot of these niggas get in trouble too. It's a different level once you make it to the NFL. Media everywhere.
That's a fact.
Media
That's a fact.
everywhere.
That's a fact. But if you at draft night, if you at day one, I'm gonna say, hell no. Better yet, just period. If you in this draft, period. Even the folks that went to the team local pro day. If you get in this draft, then you pretty much done did what the fuck you supposed to do. And if you got an NIL deal and you make it to draft night, you make it to that draft night, then I think as far as like the money go with it, when you get that contract, I don't think that deters these guys. I think what deters them is when is what come along with the money. I think that's what deters them. You know what I'm saying? Cause then what come with that money? We already know them gals, right? We know them gals already come. We already
Money,
know
car, clothes, girl,
them girls.
entourages,
We know them
entourages.
girls. Entourage is the people that try to latch on to you, leech on
Yeah,
to you
family that came out of nowhere.
out the woodworks. Ain't heard from them in
I
forever.
ain't heard from them since you probably been diaper.
And all of a sudden they been your biggest supporter over the
Right.
years.
Man, I've been thinking about you. I miss you, dog. I ask your mama about you every time.
your mom didn't your mama ain't told you I asked about
Mama
you.
ain't tell you?
She ain't told you that. I told her to tell you. I asked about you. So we know when that money when it come to that money, man. See, when I was growing up, my cousin, man, he passed. Me and him like a year apart, a little less than a year apart. He passed my junior year of high school. Streets caught up with him real fast in his life. But this dude was a baller, man. This dude was a baller, bro. He can play. My cousin, but I swear I put him up against anybody, and I mean anybody that's right now playing right now, and I bet and he could beat him 1-on-1. That's how good he was in basketball, playing basketball, and but you know he ain't grow up with a lot. So you know when he got old enough to start doing his own thing, you know, trying to support his mom and them, you know, he started going to get that fast money, and you know it deterred him from the good upbringing that we was accustomed to. It deterred him from it. And ultimately it was his demise. Because it wasn't never about being, a shot caller, being a big shot and that like that. It was really just about being able to provide. So when I think about these young cats now, and I talk about this a lot of them pacified. A lot of them really don't ever really grow up. They really don't. Until some grown man shit occur. Like having a baby. Then when that baby mama drama come around, when that shit start happening. That's when you start getting introduced to some man shit, to some grown-up shit. Or when you look at how much money you done spent in a month and you ain't got all your money yet. You done worked all month, ain't got paid yet, but here come them bills. And that's typically how it works. The bills come before the money comes. Now you looking at what you done spent, you looking at some of the
When they get,
leeches.
somebody when they get drafted.
After they get drafted.
Well, you know, a lot of them be living off loans. Folks get them loans on what they gonna be.
Yeah, but and that's what I mean by like you ain't really got all the money yet. You ain't
Yep.
really got paid yet. But them bills done came. Those same folk that done gave you that loan, those same agents that done gave you that loan money, they done loaned you that money so you can go out there and buy that gold chain and them gold teeth and them Rolex. He asked for that money back already, and you ain't even got all your money yet, because that ain't how contracts work. That's when the grown man shit get introduced to them, man. And a lot of them, they be caught up for so long going through college, they don't even do their own homework. Most of them some bitches don't even do their own homework. Most of them don't even have to show up to damn class but a few times out the month just to say that they was there so they can pass the damn class. So when they get in the NFL, and now it's time to manage yourself. Now you got to manage yourself. Because you can have an assistant, you can have a PR manager, you can have a social media manager, you can have all that, right? Them motherfuckers cost money, though. You coming in here on a rookie contract. I remember watching Devontae Freeman go shop for an apartment his rookie year with the Falcons. That motherfucker was just happy he wasn't sleeping on a goddamn cot sharing it with twin brothers no more. And now he got an apartment in Buckhead, Atlanta. See, some of these guys coming from shit that's really humbling. So when they get here and they start getting a taste of that big money, start getting a taste of that big city life, because most places you gonna go play football at, it gonna be in the big city. It fuck their head up. It's what come with the money. It ain't the money itself. I'm trying to get to the truck, y'all, so I can plug this motherfucking laptop up. That's why I'm just rambling, talking about random shit. Like, but I know y'all want to do this trade scenario part 2. We finna get that. We finna get that done. Finna get into that. But yeah, Will. That basically, like, when we came on tonight, it was supposed to be about trade scenario part 2, but for some reason the Jalen Ramsey conversation is buzzing. And I'm just like, why? Like, come on, Falcon fan base. Y'all been paying.
You know,
Like,
you know
why,
Atlanta.
bro?
They big on names, bro. They big on names.
Yeah. Like, why? My thing is, why are we in dough? Why are we even talking about this shit? It's not gonna happen. Unless we gonna shred contracts up that we done just put in place somehow. Maybe 4 of these contracts ain't got no guarantee, and we don't mind looking like some straight up motherfuckers to the rest of the players in the league or to our own players, showing no goddamn sense of loyalty, showing all kinds of desperation. Unless we willing to do that, all of those things, make ourselves out to be the goddamn penguins of the goddamn NFL. If you know about the penguin in the comics too, that motherfucker didn't give a fuck who he fucked over. And you know what I mean. Unless we want to be the penguin, man, ain't no goddamn way we get Jalen Ramsey. What's happening, big homie? You all right? You finna go home? Shit, I feel you. Oh, yeah. Okay. I can too, I guess. Oh, yeah. Okay. Who gonna be? Oh, so he here all night. Okay. 2. All right, my guy. That's what they call security around this motherfucker. A motherfucker that say he can go home whenever he want to. I got to find somewhere else to park my goddamn truck. I got to get on the phone with Unc. Be like, hey, Unc, this shit ain't gonna work over here. That motherfucker say he can go home whenever the fuck he want to. Yeah, man. What y'all think back there? What y'all think in the chat, man? When it comes to Jalen Ramsey, even being a goddamn, like, I just don't feel like this shit worth talking about, bro. But here my ass is feeding into the bullshit.
It's because ain't nothing to talk about. That's what it is.
That's why.
What's that? I don't be want to come on. That's why we said that why I ain't did. There ain't nothing to talk about, bro. And I don't want to keep being the same dead horse. So I come on other folks' shows. Don't need me to come right now. When something to talk about, believe me, I'm on that.
And if I'm being real, bro, like when it comes to goddamn what it is we got to talk about, I'm tired of talking about the same fucking shit. I'm tired of hearing about the same shit.
I was just about to say I'm tired of hearing the same.
I'm tired of hearing the same shit, bro. Like, I try to go to different platforms and see what they talking about. They talking about the same goddamn thing.
Yep.
And
Just to be on. It's just to be live. Well, hey.
when you go to mainstream media, all they doing is downing us. All they doing is talking down on us. So I just be like, bro, I'm tired of hearing the same shit, bro. I'm tired of hearing the same shit. Like the Mike Green conversation. Like for me, that shit, I can't say it's played out because the draft ain't happened yet. But it's a whole lot of other motherfuckers in this damn draft that we could be talking about being a possible Falcon. I'm tired of hearing motherfuckers talk about this motherfucker. When nobody talking about this motherfucker till he ran that lineman over in the goddamn Senior Bowl.
Practice. Practice.
Yo, that's a goddamn practice game. That game don't mean shit. Well, nobody talking about that motherfucker till the end. Now, granted, you can't take away his production on with Marshall. You can't take that away from him.
17 sacks and 17 sacks, but I can't take away them two allegations. High school and college, man. Some ain't clicking. Some ain't clicking, bro.
Yeah, when there's smoke,
it's fire. You already know. Okay, how much fire? It's fire. It don't take that but a little goddamn a little speck of fire to goddamn start a forest. Huh?
Don't take but a spark. That's all it fucking takes.
The little fire dust will be flying and goddamn start something.
Yup. That's all it fucking take, bro. Y'all can't tell, I'm moving around a lot. About to plug this inverter in and plug up the laptop. So we can get the business, get down to the business side of this thing tonight. I'm hoping somebody like Coach Unchained or somebody to come through too, cause we've been talking about the trade scenarios. All that shit. God damn, hold on. Inverter fucking up. Come on, baby, don't do me like that.
Ain't cooperating tonight, huh?
Yeah, nah. It's time for a new one. This one old. I gotta stop holding on to shit so long before I replace it.
Because nigga don't want to spend money buying no new one. That's all it is.
Man, Will, boy, they just don't understand how much money we spend, bro.
Too much money, bro. You hang on to that thing and roll off.
If they only knew how much money we spend on the operator, bro. These trucks cost a pretty penny.
Won't you go and tell them how much one tire costs?
Shit, we want a steel tire or a dry tire.
They don't goddamn now. Which one you feel the cheapest?
A steel tire gonna cost you between $450 $500. A dry gonna cost you somewhere between $550 $600 $650.
How many tires we got on them, bro?
18 of them motherfuckers.
Yeah, Yeah, it cost some bread, but
Yes, sir. And then it's the summertime now, so you got a winter. You got a goddamn. You got fuel finna go through the goddamn roof again. You gonna go through some times because of the damn heat.
mhm.
It's about to get real out here. If it wasn't real already. Come on,
That's why you
baby.
got to keep that thing maintenance upright. That maintenance got to stay upright. Save some bread.
Yup. Damn, boy. She don't want to act right. I might have to do the rest of the show from
You
the phone.
probably
We
gonna,
probably ain't gonna. We probably ain't
you
gonna do
probably
no
have to
draft.
unplug that bit, bro.
Yeah, I did. Shit. What the fuck you are watching?
Some TV show they playing some kind of crazy music in the background, bro. And crazy
People.
thing about it is it's a killing scene and they playing this bullshit behind.
Oh, they gotta be one of them old shows, one of them old movies. Damn, imagine a motherfucker killing you and it's a motherfucker playing a banjo in the background. That's crazy.
Or harmonica, sitting there with a harmonica and shoot your
Oh,
ass.
harmonica, yo. Shit, I get that good as it gonna get. Long as that motherfucker charging, is it charging? That motherfucker ain't charged. Hold on. You gonna stop fucking with me so I can finish my goddamn show. You motherfucker. All right. Anyway.
Sound like you're gonna be doing it from the phone, but
Yep. What it sound like. But I'm gonna see how long it give me. Right now it's charging, but it's doing this bullshit too. All right, home team. My bad, man. Y'all know how it is with your boy when he out here on the block. Let me see what y'all talking about, though, man. I appreciate everybody coming through, man, being patient with your boy. Southside say, still got that remote. Hell yeah, I still got it. I ain't taking that shit back to the house, man. The house about 20 minutes from here. All right.
you had no phone for some extra graveyard salt, bro.
You say what?
You asked them folk for some extra graveyard salt.
Some extra graveyard salt. What that is?
To go with your dead people, bro.
I ain't even getting nothing to eat, man. I would look for somewhere to plug up my laptop in there. That you know, these hood McDonald's, they didn't build there with outlets for you to go in there and be able to sit in there. You gotta go somewhere a little bit
They
more
don't got plugs
mystic.
in McDonald's no more.
Yeah, not that one. Not the one on got what that is, old
You got
Dixie
you got to
in
sit in
Ford
you got to
Park.
sit in the one by the bathroom, dog.
Man, I ain't sitting by no bathroom.
Everybody they got the plug back there 'cause you know they got to plug it up, clean the stuff up back there. It's some plug back there.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's talk about it though. Southside say he'll take Kendall Grant or Mason Graham as interior defensive lineman in the draft. Yeah, and you might be able to trade back to get them boys too. You might be able to trade back to like 20. I'm gonna say like the highest, maybe 24, and you'll still be able to get Kendall Grant. Now Mason Graham, he probably gonna be gone already. But if you talking like Kendall Grant or Derek Harmon, shit, them motherfuckers will be there, man. They'll be there at 20. One on, if not both on, one on. Yeah, yeah.
That's what I was saying. You no defensive lineman deep though. You can get them out through the draft. That's why I say you ain't got to rush for them at 15.
Yeah. Let me get on the goddamn phone. Yeah, we ain't gonna be
Oh
able to do
yeah,
no
Dre Murphy.
goddamn.
I used to love
Yeah,
McDonald, man. For a minute, before I found out they feeding the dead people, I said, hurry up and stop.
bruh.
I
I
used to
don't
tell them
eat.
got
I don't
the
eat it off, but I'm
triple
gonna eat it.
cheeseburger, double quarter pound. I used to tell them up.
All right. We ain't here. We ain't here.
Feel that, bro?
Can you hear me? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I hear you now.
That shit ain't got no echo, do it. Let's see. Make sure this shit ain't got no echo. Alright. Alright, so do what we gonna do. Well, we got the got a little life in that laptop. Gonna do a couple trade scenarios. And y'all just tell me whether or not it's worth doing. Who that is? Alright. So we gonna share. Let's see. Share screen here. Now, if y'all remember how we did this last week, we did it where we
What you
gonna
finna do, a
have
draw?
just a trade scenario. You know, like how we
Oh,
did last week.
yeah.
So y'all just let me know. We gonna give two different options. All right. We gonna use a couple names we didn't use last week. Now, this gonna make things a little interesting. Caleb McGarry. What you think about a possible trade with Caleb McGarry involved in it, Big Will?
You say what now?
A possible Caleb McGarry trade on draft night.
Uh, whew, that'll be major. Cause now you're interested in the Ricky to protect Michael Penny's blind side.
Right.
But some folks will think, hey, that'll be a better switch out. But boy, McGarry ain't been playing bad, bro. Y'all go look at it now. He been playing better. But
Man,
oh,
Caleb McGarry ain't been playing bad at all.
at all, bro.
And we done talked about, we've been talking about that for the longest, for a couple seasons now.
Hmm.
What everybody else been pretending to see. I'm gonna tell you what some of the fan base do. Y'all hear a content creator talk shit about these guys, then y'all think, well, if the content creator talking shit about them, then he must not be all that good. Because y'all did it with Drew Dalman, y'all did it with Caleb McGarry. Drew Dalman turned out to be one of the best centers in football. Caleb McGarry, one of the best tackles in football. He ain't been bad at all. I talked about last week how the Falcons as a unit on the offensive line only giving up 14% pass pressure rate. Only giving up a 14% pressure rate. That's second in the league. That's second best in the league.
Shit, for the last 5 years they've been good.
They not giving up a lot of pressures, man. You think if Caleb McGarry was really that bad, that the offensive line would be that good? Come on. What's something we all know about sports? You only as good as your what? Your weakest link. You only as good as your weakest link.
Only as good as the last man on the roster. That's where it go, bro.
So we gonna look at a Caleb McGarry trade scenario here. Let's see, who could we go to? Who could we go to for a trade for Caleb? Because if we trading him, that means we getting at least two offensive linemen in this draft. A center and a tackle. But if we trade Caleb McGarry, I'm gonna reckon that means we getting a tackle in the first round. Now I know they've been looking at that dude from Oregon. They had him come and work out. That dude, he projected to go somewhere. I can't remember where he projected to go though. I think he projected to go somewhere in the first. So we was to trade Caleb McGarry. We either making a trade with him and the 15th pick in a package to try to move up, or we trying to keep that 15 and get back in the first. Which one we gonna try to do? Let's see. I want to keep my 15. So that means I'm trading. I'm trading just to get back in the first And I'm probably going to pick again after 15 if I don't package that 15 with Caleb. I'm not going to put no future picks with Caleb to move up. So that means I'm picking somewhere up in here. Let's go. Let's see. Who got a young quarterback? Who going to have a young quarterback that's going to need a Caleb McGarry on there helping them out? We know Chicago. We know Denver. Denver at 20. I keep finding myself leaning on Denver, man. I keep finding myself leaning on Denver.
Oh, what? Trade him to Denver?
Yeah, I keep finding myself. I got a funny feeling that Denver and the Falcons are gonna be. He's gonna come through if he's gonna happen. But I just got a funny feeling. Oh shit, I pressed the wrong button. My old lady again. I'm gonna have to wrap this up. She wanna talk. She probably wanna talk. She probably wanna talk about some drama. I pressed the wrong button. Hey man. Y'all hold it against me. I owe y'all one, man. It's my old lady birthday. I'm finna get. I got to get back to the wide, man. I got to get back to the wide. It's her
So you
birthday.
know,
We ain't celebrating till the weekend. I mean, she got her gifts already, but you know how it is. They ain't satisfied till they satisfied. So
yeah.
let me go ahead and wrap this up, man. Big Will, holler at them real quick, man. Tell them what's going on with you. And tell them how to find you, man. We're going to go ahead and wrap this up, man. We're going to put the Caleb McGarry trace in there. We're going to put a pin in that. We'll
Hey
put
man, y'all
a
already
pin in
know,
that.
man. It's Will the Georgia Reap on everything, man. Catch me on everything Atlanta Sports. With whatever AFN got going on, if I got time, I'm there. Y'all already know.
Damn, why I can't hear shit?
You can hear me?
Shut up, Dre Murphy. I ain't ask you. Shut up. I'll make that go away.
You can hear
Hey,
me,
y'all,
bro?
is Will talking? I can't hear him.
You
You
can't hear
saying
me?
something, Will? Will,
Chat, can y'all hear
saying
me,
something?
chat?
Why I can't hear that motherfucker? Yeah, y'all have a blessed night, man. Have happy enjoy your pagan holiday. Damn, man.
They say they can hear me, man.
Hey, Will. Don't mute your mic again, cause I can't hear you. Don't mute again, but when you done talking, mute your mic so I know you done, so I can go ahead and close out, cause I can't hear you. You muted yourself.
Yeah, I just mute.
He muted himself. All right, so hey, man, y'all. Man, we had some technical difficulties in the here. Your boy Blakberry got to go cater to his wife, man. So y'all do your boy a favor, hit that share button. Make sure you to your Instagram or your X or your Facebook, something like that. Or whatever the fuck y'all doing there in the cyber universe. I appreciate everybody that came through. Y'all make sure y'all make it do what it do and catch your boy on the flip side. Appreciate your home team.